Somebody was telling me Dima likes having young men in his house. And he has 2 of them at a time at least.
Guys, like, they're attracted to me. Like, people are attracted to me, not the other way around. I'm the cult leader, right? I'm the cult leader. I control people with a little bit of autism in them. So if they want to follow me, okay, be my guest.
And then it's toxic zone.
So Jason, I can just...
Sure, bro.
I'm not even trying. Should I try?
You don't have to record this, Roy.
I'm joining Dima and Jozef in Berlin. Jozef is in Europe because he recently competed at Polaris, where he lost a match he was actually quite confident he would win.
How are you feeling a few days going to Polaris?
Same way as any competition, just a little nervous, but excited to compete.
We obviously had a couple of time zones behind us, so we were adjusting the whole time pretty much. No time to feel or think too much about what was happening, adjusting and doing what we need to do.
I think the only thing that made me tired was having the quick turnaround between the matches. I didn't feel like the time zone was any issue.
And then take me through the match from your perspective, Jozef.
I knew Levi had a very good guard, so I was just trying to implement a lot of the side-to-side stuff I'd been practicing before. There were some notes that me and Dima had to really try practice against him that we took from some of the tape study we did, but well, it was pretty hard to implement. And then he was able to entangle me and then eventually take my back. And then after that, I just did my best defending, but he was up 1 point.
He seemed a little bit slow in the beginning, so that's why I said in the B-team vlog he needed to wake up. And Levi definitely woke him up because Levi is a very good opponent, has a really great guard, and I think Jozef wasn't expecting like that his guard is so sticky and that he's so quick with everything. But when he was in the strangle, I was calm because I knew you can't strangle him. Look at the neck.
Does this specifically change what you do for ADCC, or is it just directional?
If it would be like a big technical problem, then I would change some things up, but I don't think it was a big technical problem. I just think we need to adjust the training a little bit with different training partners for specific things, like passing really good guards already in the training to get the timing. But we already planned this for the ADCC camp, and for the Japan camp it was more wrestling based and like being better at the standing position with moving people, and I think we achieved that, so everything stays the same, to be honest.
Dima and Jozef are spending time at BJJ Akademie, Dima's home gym in Berlin. At this stage, CJI has not been announced, so they're still game planning and road testing for ADCC.
This is Linus, or we also call him Linus Löffel.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, he's one of my athletes.
Dima has more athletes under him in Berlin, which provides Jozef with a rare commodity: high-quality, competition-level training partners.
I feel like it makes it very hard to turn in either direction because the time waste, and then when he manages to get the overhook, yeah, this sucks.
Bro, I feel, to be honest, for tight passing in no-gi, could be one of the strongest because you just deny lower body positioning at all.
Yeah, the phasey pass. The phasey pass.
No, but this is actually something that he, I would say, invented. So let's call it the Dima pass or something. we need to give him the same medicine. Linus pass, I don't care.
The non-Shrek pass.
Shrek. Doesn't he look like Shrek a little bit?
Yeah, the Shrek.
No. Wait, let me.
So the first time I met Dima was my first training here when I did a trial class, and he sold me the contract. Or rather, he sold the contract to my dad, and that's how it started.
How did Dima first enter your life?
Oh, okay, that is after my first competition, which I lost in the first round miserably. I started training a lot. I started training like 3-4 hours a day, taking every session I could get. And at some point, Dima was the gym manager at that time. And then he noticed that I was training a lot. And he was watching a lot of Danaher's stuff. At some point, he was like, oh, if you actually want to get better, watch Danaher's half guard DVD, which I did. Then he started helping me out with the techniques because everything I watched was wrong. So every day he would just be like, oh, what you're doing is wrong. And then I'd be like, fuck you. And then he was like, let me show you how it's actually done, you ungrateful piece of shit.
Joseph, let's do 4 rounds of wrestling against Linus, so you have 20 minutes of good work.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck you, Zalek.
Appreciate it.
I don't know what this guy did to deserve this.
Oh, you will see. Nah, he's a good friend. That's how you treat friends, right?
Exactly.
These are fun rounds to watch. 2 competitive athletes that can go hard, yet stay safe at the same time.
How long did you train Guy before that? 2 years also?
3.
3 years, 2-3 years?
Like training 5 years in total now.
And I believe after 6 months of no-gi training, he already beat a new wave black belt guy. It was 6 months, right? I think so. So
Depends how you count.
So buy our DVD that is coming out soon. Performance, how to stay safe and how to beat better people in a short amount of time. No.
Buy whatever Dima's selling.
What's
up?
This is like the Karate Kid. The wax on, wax off.
Yes, this will make your jiu-jitsu better by like...
You're teaching people how to do sweeps.
Yeah, no, there's actual technique to this.
And you were friends and training partners before he won the trials even.
Yeah.
What was that like to watch him win the European trials?
Oh shit. Dog. That was crazy. Yeah. No, that was actually an insane feeling. Like I was in Poland when he won. The first few matches were chill. Like we knew he would get it done. And then he had to face Chichinski in the quarterfinals. It's like Joseph up against Chichinski, like the toughest matchup.
And was he the guy that injured Joseph before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The year before, Joseph lost to Chichinski. And then Dima was like, okay, definitely Chichinski is Joseph's most difficult matchup. And then he has to face him in the quarterfinals. Shit. Joseph won, which was crazy. Like we were all so happy. And then we're like, shit, he has to face Tommy in the semis and Taza in the finals. And I was looking at Dima and I was like, yo, you still got 2 trials champions to go. Like, try to keep the excitement down. It's not over till it's over. And Dima looked at me and was like, first of all, like, I know we'll be game in like a few minutes. Second of all, Joseph's going to win this today. And that's what he did.
How did you guys celebrate after?
There's a picture. Wait, 1 second. We went back to the Airbnb and Joseph, because Joseph and I were the smallest people there, we had to sit in the trunk of the car because the car was full. This is how we celebrated trials. This is how we rewarded him. He got to sit in the trunk with me. And he was denied an actual spot in the car.
So Jason, I can just demonstrate it here. So what I mean by that, if I fall on my partner, I use a pseudo underhook and I use this to pull him to this side.
Who are you messaging?
Yeah, we just needed to explain to Jason Rao our findings because I posted a cool video about the half guard. I was thinking like we maybe invented something finally, but then he wrote us, oh, that's really good. That's what Eddie Cummings used to do. So basically Eddie Cummings invented everything, but then we talked about a new finding from the split spot passing and we needed to demonstrate it. So we just did.
Where are you right now?
I'm at Bon Vivant, one of my favorite brunch places. They are the best pancakes that you will eat right now, but they are brioche pancakes, so it's like a special category of pancakes.
In front of him so much fun.
So much.
You know Dima's favorite sound to make when he has something that he likes is
It's very food ranger.
Yeah, but you didn't make them just now.
I stopped because they made fun of me. So I had to find new sounds.
Yeah, how did you feel about the restaurant grappling?
awkward.
Was it awkward because you're the one on the bottom?
I was making eye contact with all the others because he wasn't looking at them. They were looking at me.
Help!
Because he was pushing me on the sofa.
What's it like training with Dima, like professionally, and then what's it like being with him personally?
So professionally, he's very structured. So he always gives me certain things, certain techniques, certain positions to work on, and I try to do my best to follow the plans he has.
So right now we are doing some specifics for both of them. Jozef needs to be more active from the guard, especially in the ADCC rule set, so I throw in sometimes, hey, Linus is up to 0, and Linus needs to be more calm while approaching a guard, especially against the best guard players in the world. So we are mixing these two things up right now.
I think one thing that he ingrained into Linus and me very deeply is just the way we approach positions, or the way we approach learning jiu-jitsu in training. And then he always encourages us to be to understand the principles of what he's teaching, and then try to develop it further, try to make our own stuff out of it. So he gives us techniques which we then can take, and we're like, oh, this works for me, or this works because of this, so let me try to do it another way. So I think that's why we have a bunch of innovation every now and then.
Being with him personally, it's fun most of the time. I think I said it before, it's like he can get into his 5 minutes and then he can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Other than that, he's great and I really look up to him, and he's like a big brother to me.
My name is Robert Graalfs, nickname Robert Nestor. I run the BJJ Academy in Berlin, Germany, and this is where Dima Murovanni trained.
So Robert is my coach from day one, / really good friend of mine. And I remember back then I was living in Leipzig, so I wrote to BJJ Leipzig if I could train there when I wanted to start training, and they didn't respond to me. And my girlfriend was living in Berlin already. And I'm like, okay, let's look in Berlin if someone teaches jiu-jitsu. Then I wrote the BJJ Academy. So Robert responded like, hey, sure, come to me. And this is how I moved to Berlin from Leipzig and started jiu-jitsu.
Oh, wow.
Dima came in, he said he wants to train, and he wants the most expensive contract where you can train the most possible. And at this point, I had just upped my prices a little bit. And I was very like, oh man, this was an easy selling talk here. This guy is highly motivated, and I don't know whether it was at the first day or the second day, but Dima came and he said, Robert, I'm very sorry for you, but you're gonna see me every day now, and I'm gonna be the best in the world one day. And kind of like this talk that a lot of white belts give you, like, this is so exciting, jiu-jitsu, I'm gonna stay forever, and then everybody breaks away. So I didn't really give Dima a lot of play the first time he said it.
So yeah, I came to the BJJ Academy. I told him, give me the contract where I can train every day. I will be here every day. You see me every day. He's like, yeah, sure. And then after a couple of weeks, months, I was actually there every day, 2-3 times, sometimes 4 times. And that's where he understood, okay, I'm serious. And pretty much I wanted private lessons, right? Because I want to be as good as I can. And I was working at the gym. So Robert was telling me about how we always want to have a six-pack. And I look at him and he almost had a six-pack. Like, it's minor things that he had to change. And I'm like, bro, I can give you a six-pack in 2-3 weeks, something like this, I don't remember.
So this is the story when Dima, when he told me he's a black belt in working out. And I'm just like, oh man, this white belt is telling me now another stuff. And I said, okay, stop. I'm not listening to you. I always wanted to have a six-pack in my life, but I could never do it. I have that candy belly, right? And Dima says, that's easy. It's like, in 2 weeks we can do it. And I'm like, wait, start in 2 weeks to work on it? And he's like, no, in 2 weeks you'll have a six-pack. He gave me some numbers that I have to hit on eating carbs, blah, 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 whatnot. Dima's specialty on coaching my diet at first. And yeah, it wasn't 2 weeks because the first week I didn't trust him and I didn't do it right. But then I saw results and I'm like, okay, I have to do this right. And then 2 weeks later I had a six-pack and I started listening to Dima. This was kind of how I learned to start to listen to Dima, even though it seems at first that he just talks a lot.
And he's like, if you can do it, I will give you privates for free. I'm like, okay. And so after 3 weeks, he got a six-pack and I got my privates.
How long did you say it'll take to drive to the Netherlands?
I think it's 6 or 7 hours.
Why did Robert say it's 2.5 hours?
Because it is 2.5 hours if he drives.
What is his driving like?
Very fast, but controlled. It's like a
Cap, not controlled.
No, it doesn't seem that it's controlled, but it's actually controlled, or we would have been dead already. Use the seatbelts here.
Seatbelt?
It's very important. You will hear plenty of it in
funk music, Brazilian funk music.
Oh.
No, we don't have to.
I'm too wide.
You're too wide, my
I'm too wide. Like, look.
Sure, bro.
I'm not even trying. Should I try?
Bro, just move to
Should
the
I
side.
try?
Like at like high speeds, you have to be fairly careful, especially about the people who.
Bro, this is the easiest he's driven in a long time. Normally it's like loud music, like this. He's not even looking at the road, looking at you, showing you something.
I'd been there before and I never noticed it. Maybe this time because I was like...
Good morning. Good morning.
Nee, sorry.
Do you also want to see if your name is on the list?
Almost an hour and 40, not so bad, from Amsterdam. Robert's got your back.
Yes, always. Always.
We went on a little side quest to the Netherlands to see if Robert's other students were as strange as Dima.
So we are here at the Apex in Amsterdam, Apex BJJ, and we have a seminar today with over 100 people. This gym belongs to a good friend of mine, Leah, and Marvin. They're good people, good jiu-jitsu, and yeah, we're about to have some fun and show technique. We will talk about passing primarily, and especially how to pass without getting entangled.
So much. This is where I threaten to snap down, he postures up a little bit, right, and then I can do it.
I really like the seminar. I like the vibes around the seminar. Dima did a really good job, Jozef did a really good job in explaining technique and how they interlinked it with each other. I think for the people it was also really good, and also for me, to focus a lot on grip fighting. That's something that's still a little bit missing, so it's good that they contributed a little bit of knowledge. Around 115 people in the venue, so yeah.
As a gym owner, it must be cool to see a lot of like happy faces.
Oh, it's amazing. It's the best thing. That's why I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Apex seminar. Like, the crowd was pretty nice. They were coming all over of Europe. It wasn't only Netherlands. People from Germany came, from Belgium, I think. And yeah, Leah did a really great job. Yeah, I felt like home, and we definitely will have a couple of seminars there in the future.
I was proud because the Apex Enschede is our affiliation. Leah is a black belt under me, Marvin is a black belt under me, and Dima is training here, and so now Jozef is coming in. There's this big seminar, and somehow, you know, I'm connected to all these great things, and that makes me, like, I just went there I wanted to see it, because I don't know, but as a gym owner, this is something great. Like, my students are doing great shit. Like, I did something right, man. It's great to have been there. Yeah.
Find a window and make extra money.
Or tours lead to 2 windows.
This example?
You send all your advertising money to Dima.
If you could knock out Dima in any way, what's your preferred KO?
He couldn't.
Headbutt.
He couldn't.
Headbutt.
Headbutt.
Yeah, he's thought about this before. Yeah.
Every day. Side kick.
Nice to be able to bring back attention to the gym as well.
Yes, for sure. Like, I think a lot of people know BJJ Academy now. Great competitors are coming here to train with us. People around the world say, hey, you're from the BJJ Academy, you're where Dima trains, and hopefully more people will know about Robert. Because people that know Robert know that he is a really cool guy. And again, he's great in what he does, and I aspire to be like him when I'm a black belt, to always have the white belt mindset. I think this is a great thing. Like, without this, who knows where I would be, who knows if I will ever meet Jozef, if everything would happen like it happened. So
I think this gym just has a very unique vibe. This is like what makes it stand out. Robert established it in a way that like it's supposed to be a chill vibe, but it's a pretty good learning environment.
At the beginning here, you were not allowed to, like, oh, you cannot train with the other school, you cannot train with the other school. So the first thing where I went to Robert's gym was the open mat, where everybody comes. I was like, oh, beep, what's going on? You know? He always says nobody's bigger than the team. And maybe the macro of that is nobody's bigger than Jiu-Jitsu. And I think he's an example of that.
100%. Like, I'm always BJJ Academy. I don't know if at this point of time people already know, but I'm also now a part of B Team, so I will run their ADCC camp and help the guys do great work at ADCC. So I always will be in touch with the BJJ Academy. It will always be a part of mine. Without Robert, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So I thank him every day for this, and yeah, we will be close for all of the time that we live, I think.
Let's see. Let's do something funny. You don't have to record this, Rohit.
I only have 8 hours of memory left.
Oh. This is why I like training with Lynn.
That's horrifying.
Oh shit.
That would have been worse.
Lynn almost died.
No, I saw him. Very safe. Lynn was almost mashed potatoes.
Training with Jozef? Yeah. He's nice, he's got very good positioning, also good technique, so it's nice to work with him. Also, we both try to test new things and really go into certain positions and see if you can score, how we can score, and so on.
We developed Jozef's overhook after trials and Lino's overhook at the trials prep. So you see overhook against overhook, madness. Have fun.
The more time I spend with the guys, the more I realize they have this special, like, magnetic, mutually beneficial bond.
First of all, it's astonishing to see how good someone can be and like how they can treat you like they're like a grown-up person and you're a 2-year-old child that hasn't even like properly learned how to talk yet. But because he's like very chill when he rolls, like he doesn't try overly hard. And one thing I really like about Jozef, and I know he encourages this in his seminars also, is like to talk, like the exchange after. Where it's like, oh, you did this, I didn't know what to do, like how do I work on this? How do we figure this out? Oh, I did this that was like, that I thought would work, but it didn't work. That's usually the conversations I have with Jozef because nothing works. That is like, as a training partner, super valuable. And just training with him, I trained with him a bunch in Asia, in total maybe like 2 weeks. And that has made me so much better.
What was it like rolling with Jozef earlier?
Oh man, who am I? What have I been doing these years? No, but it's a lot of fun. it's really cool to feel like, okay, there's really levels to this. And to my knowledge, he trains less years than I do. So I think that's really cool, like, okay, because I really like to be like efficient.
Yeah.
And apparently he has been more efficient than me, so I really respect that. It's cool, yeah.
Man, Jozef is on the mat right now in my academy. Like, I see him on television. This is something fantastic for me as a gym owner. It's something big, you know, like that guy training here on our mat. It's a big thing for me. And then to see him in the ADCC, in the trials, to have that great performance, like I know that guy, you know, like, wow, I can be happy with him, not only for him, you know. It's a good feeling. The kid does stuff that is very innovative and very good. Like Dima said when he came back from B team the first time, he said, man, this guy Jozef Chen, he's going to be the best in the world. And I can see that too. He has a great talent and he has a great work ethic, and he has his head in the right place to do this for a few more years and become the best in the world.
What were you thinking about rolling with a much bigger gentleman?
I just try not to die. Like, don't be on bottom for too long because he's not only heavy. Now it's hard to actually move him. His technique's getting better. He has a good stance that I showed him. So I'm like, fuck, I can't get to the legs. Wait 1 to 2 years and he's really good.
And do you like have a goal in jiu-jitsu and or in life?
In jiu-jitsu, it's to just get better, figure out new stuff. I think right now, one thing that I would like to be able to do is just give really good people a challenge, or just like a puzzle that they can solve, and maybe help them to like get better themselves, or like find new ways of doing things.
In jiu-jitsu, being the best I can be, growing my skills, and also growing my accomplishments, and just see how far I can push it, to be honest. And for me personally, just being a good person and having a positive impact on the people around me. That's most important to me, I would say.
And what are you trying to innovate now?
For me, to bring like culture here, for me the biggest compliment is that people come here like, okay, here I feel at home. Even if they leave Enschede, what's the name of the city? Even when they leave, they're like, oh yeah, Apex, that was a good time. Yeah.
Dima, you're a terrible photographer.
I am.
That's worse. Bro. Not getting better. That was terrible.
Bro, you know how hard it was?
Bro.
You know how hard. So what's next for Dima Murovanni? So for now, Jozef and I will chill a little bit in Berlin. Like, we are relaxing more, we are not taking anything serious. And then after that, we need to start working hard again. And after that, we have 1 month where I prepare my guys here. I just want to show the data that I acquired so we all can get better. And then on the 15th of June, this is where I will go to the B team and I will start the coaching progress for the ADCC prep. So I will be prepping all of the B team guys that will compete. Craig Jones will assist me because he will not compete like as it of now. So I think this will be a great camp, and then let's see what ADCC brings, what we can do there. We will give it our best. We are indifferent about the result, but we are also confident that we can have a great showing.
I'm just gonna film random. You don't have to look at this.
Horse. Look at this. This is a cool car. I've never seen this car.
How was your trip? Where are you headed next?
Shanghai, back to Berlin, and then we'll go to Nuremberg. I think we're going to Vienna, and then I'll see you in Bali.
Oh, we're going to training for war, basically, with B team. Did we get a German freestyle this time? About you, B team, coming to ADCC?
A German freestyle?
Yeah.
Bro, you put me on the spot
right now.
Yeah,
this is truly on the spot. I give you no heads up.
You put me on the spot. Okay, let's go. Can you give me a beat? Okay, bald, zusammen im Camp, ADCC mit Linus von Strenk, ja, meine Schüler sind auch mit dabei. Einige sind krass, die anderen super high. Ihr wisst, von wem ich rede, was ich erlebe. Hab ich denn euren Segen? Wir haben gutes Training und wir machen alles platt. Die IMA, ADCC, übernehmen wir die Rap über Macht.
The next episode is the most intimate. We follow Jozef home to Shanghai. We spend time with his unique family, we get a tour of all his tattoos, and get an inside look into what his life is like in China.